Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be discussing something that's been heavy on my heart recently. First, I want to note that this video has nothing to do with political parties, ideologies, elections, or any major political issue that's going on in America. Instead, I'm going to be breaking down what has happened in the past 20 years that's caused attitudes and personality traits to shift in the wrong direction. Back in 1994, the World Wide Web was publicly available for use.
Okay guys, the first thing that you need to know is that the internet is amazing.
However, it didn't really gain traction until the late 90s when stores like Amazon Bookstore and eBay began to gain traction. In the early 2000s, the internet was mainly online stores and auction websites, as well as music streaming services like iTunes.
And then there's email.
Email, I heard that's really neat.
However, in 2003 and 4, sites like LinkedIn, MySpace, and Facebook began changing and shaping modern culture forever.
How big do you think your product or your service is?
When we first launched, we were hoping for, maybe 400, 500 people. Now we're at 100,000 people, so who knows where we're going next.
Then in 2006, when smartphones began to emerge, our culture began to see the quickest and most damaging shift ever that we couldn't have foreseen.
So I guess this is a story of how it changed our lives. Maybe it will yours too.
Before, no one had ever had the ability to display their lives to anyone and everyone they know at an instant. At the stroke of a finger, you can record video, take a photo, or type a quick status about the world surrounding you. While many like myself saw this as a good thing because it brought us closer together, connected us, and allowed us to share personal moments and achievements with one another. The dark side of what this meant is that stalking, cyberbullying, public defamation reached to anyone who stayed connected. This caused depression like we had never seen in teenagers, and also the largest spike in suicides in the age group of 15 to 24 years old in our country's history. So the question remains, what psychological effects does social media have? In the past 15 years, social media has played a major role in shaping the younger generation of kids, as well as shaped and changed the mindset and personalities of older pre-internet generations.
Having the internet in our home has had a great impact on our lives.
Social media causes people of all ages to seek more popularity, or clout as they call it these days, through social media post likes, video views or retweets, and any other form that increases the exposure of what they're doing. This provides us with a gratification that others accept or approve of what we're doing. And the gratification through the exposure of social media releases a large amount of dopamine, similar to the amount of dopamine released when you take drugs, which keeps people addicted to this social gratification.
Now that I've gotten on the internet, I'd rather be on my computer than doing just about anything.
Now, I understand that many things in life are addicting. You can be addicted to food, video games, drugs, alcohol, work, and even more. However, it's the downsides of these that tend to make many people avoid the addiction. For instance, the downside of eating too much food leads to gaining weight or getting fat. This deters people from this addiction because they can physically see the results, just as the physical display of alcoholism or drug addiction on your outward appearance, whether it's smell, look, or even cognition. People can see this, which serves as a deterrent to this activity for most. The issue with social media and internet clout is that many people can't see the effects right away. Instead, it's a manifestation over time where people try harder and harder for popularity or acceptance. And if they don't receive this acceptance or are shunned, it can have serious psychological effects on them, especially teenagers. Many movements and actions today are brought about by something called crowd theory. Crowd theory is the way in which the psychology of a crowd differs from and interacts with the individuals within it. Crowd behavior is heavily influenced by the loss of responsibility for the individual and the universality of behavior. So why is this a problem? Well, this pretty much directly explains today's cancel culture. You see, while most people are indifferent towards specific things or events, if the crowd thinks that this show or business or thing should no longer exist, the individual will blindly follow the crowd, even if they don't personally share the views or issues the crowd has. This blindness to follow is present because humans innately do not want to be shunned from popular culture. Most don't speak out against something they don't agree with, or just join in the opinion of the group out of fear of being shunned or not accepted in society. Cancel culture through the crowd theory is made possible by social media because now things can be instantly reacted to or seen by everyone, and the person that makes the loudest noise usually ends up being the opinion, and I say this loosely, of the majority. Now, I could give you an example of this, but there have been so many instances lately of this that you could easily point out crowd theory in progress. So is it hopeless? No, it's not hopeless. Social media isn't going anywhere, And our society is going to have to learn to understand and live with social media's influence on our lives. I personally believe that the best way to combat social media's influence on our policies, politics, ideologies, and beliefs, and to get past this cancel culture mentality, is to stop blindly following others. This goes for everyone. Doesn't matter if you like CNN, NBC, Fox, CBS, or ABC. Stop reading and sharing political memes about a person, event, or story and believing it to be 100% true. You shouldn't blindly believe any news outlet or blindly trust any celebrity or popular figure in society. Instead, do your own research and decide what you believe in.
Want to write a letter to President Clinton?
Would he answer us?
I bet he would.
And after doing this, learn to live, befriend, and love everyone around you, no matter if they agree or disagree on many different topics. This is how our nation thrived in the past and will continue to thrive in the future. We need to bring back healthy, productive debates. To wrap it all up, we're all human, we all have struggles, and we all make mistakes. No one should feel that they're more virtuous than someone else. Once we all stop virtue signaling and trying to be right, and instead shift to love and acceptance of others, then we can move to solve other important issues.
So, did you learn anything important today?
Are you kidding? I can't go another day without the internet.
Thanks for watching if you made it this far, and feel free to leave a like or a comment to share how you feel. I hope everyone stays healthy and safe. Bye.